Welcome! It's Wednesday night!
Hello.
It's Wednesday Wisdoms with the Divine Fellowship. Pastor Phil, Pastor Janice. And Thanksgiving is tomorrow. The most wonderful thing about 2020? There can only be one.
Yes.
And we're almost done. I would have to say that there's probably not a single person in the world that could say that this year is not unusual.
It is unusual.
It has been a challenge for probably every single person in the world, which is an interesting thing to say.
Yep.
I mean, it's been unique, and one that I hope we don't have to repeat.
May this
Goodness.
be it. Yes.
Yeah.
So, normally on Thanksgiving, the church opens its doors and we do a potluck.
This will be the first time. I don't even know how many years. We've been doing it a long time.
Maybe Valerie and Joe could tell us how many years we've been doing that. They usually spearheaded that, made sure that the turkey got all done,
And we had lots. We always had a good amount of people for people
usually
that
about 40.
Oh yeah, for people that didn't have family or just wanted to be somewhere around
Didn't want
friends,
to be with
or
family.
maybe didn't want to be with family.
Anyway,
but it was always a big deal. It was
was.
always
It was
fun to
wonderful.
do,
we
and
missed that.
then you kind of clean everything up and go home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was wonderful.
It was lovely, and everybody was so good and kind, and we missed that. So maybe next year we'll be able to do a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a Christmas drive-by blessing here before long.
Yes, we are.
Give you more information on that as we get a little closer
We've
to
been
that. That'll
trying
be
to put
fun.
that together, and so it'll be something hopefully everyone will partake in.
Yes, fun stuff.
So,
Anything else we're forgetting?
probably. But,
It is what it is.
yeah.
So thank you for being here,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
whenever your Thanksgiving is and you're watching this.
Yep. Ooh, pardon me.
We both have, our lunch did not set well.
No, I
today.
did not.
I didn't cook it, it was somebody
No.
else's.
No. Okay, I was only going to do 2 jokes, but I think I'm going to do all 4 on the page.
Oh my.
Yep.
Am I
Kid.
gonna have to think?
Kid walks into a soda shop with a slab of asphalt under his arm and says, "A root beer, please, and 1 for the road." I liked it.
Was that your
Which potato makes the best detective? One whose eyes are peeled. What did the hot dog say when it won the race? Ow. That's not what he said. He said, "I'm a wiener."
Oh.
No, I raised a sidewalk this afternoon out front because it was down about that far, and
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
I sledgehammered my hand.
Oh,
I knew I was going to do it.
Oh,
I knew,
no.
at the whole time I was doing it, I knew I was going to do it, and I did.
Oh no, I hate when you,
I know.
yeah, sorry.
What happens when the chef goes on strike?
Start.
You have a cookout.
Oh. Or dine in.
Or a dine-in, yeah, whatever. So,
To go.
to go.
That was it? Oh, I'm sorry you hurt yourself.
Yeah. Well, thought I was okay until I hit it with the book. Fortunately, I had
We'll
gloves
send
on,
him
but
energy.
still.
Healing energy to
All right.
Phil's finger.
I'm done. You're on.
That's it?
Yep.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try something new tonight, so hopefully it will be fun and interesting. Interesting. I see Sandy Lang says, "Hi, tribe. Interesting. We're going to do a visionary experience to our soul tribe. And I'm going to actually even use my drum. This one, I don't remember where I got this one. I did not make this one. Usually we make drums. Daryl makes drums. So I have to be really careful to not let this be too loud and overcome my voice, because I want you to hear what the guided meditation. Visioning experience. But what we want to do tonight is want to talk a little bit more about gratitude. Thanksgiving is all about being grateful and for the abundance that we have in our lives. You know, it's so easy, especially when we're traumatized by stuff going on in the world, to think about what we don't have or what we wish was different. So to take time and just be mindful and grateful is really powerful. And we've been doing this in our country for quite some time. Other countries do the same thing. Maybe theirs is not the same day as ours. That's okay. The conscious awareness energy of gratitude is really powerful. And I don't know if you are already there. There's so much energy going on right now. Anyway, a lot of preparation energy. People are preparing the food, and there's some stress with that because you want everything to turn out right, and you want it to all turn out at the same time, be ready to serve, and you want the desserts all good and all that stuff. So there's some stress involved in that. But you take that preparation out, and what you have is this momentary connection with everyone that is celebrating Thanksgiving and feeling this energy of gratitude amplified. It's like when I'm in a state of gratitude and Phil's in a state of gratitude, the two combine and the gratitude is amplified. So now that we have everybody, well, not everybody, but people in our country and Canada do Thanksgiving, and as people are focused on that, the energy of gratitude is profound and becomes really, really deep within us. Now, gratitude is not just this, how can I say this? You should be grateful because I'm really grateful because of this, and I'm grateful because of that, and I'm grateful because of this. Sometimes that stuff just gripes me when people go on and on about how grateful they are about everything, because it almost tends to be a bit about, I'm grateful that I have this and you don't. So, you know, I find that a little annoying. But if we can step aside from that and get to the energy of it, get to the energy of gratitude. And this is a noticing with gladness. Noticing with gladness. I think that's a strong suit for a lot of people at the Divine Fellowship, is that there's this beauty of being able to notice. And notice the things that are good and right and pure and delightful and honorable. And then you add gladness to that. And that's gratitude. That's just gratitude. And that's a powerful experience for us all. So let's take this gratitude and we can apply it now to things that are difficult. And when we apply the gratitude to things that are difficult, what happens here is this. What happens is we discover the blessing. There's always a blessing in stuff. And when we get caught up in the struggle and the difficulty of things, and I'm not saying things aren't difficult and things aren't a struggle. They are. But when we can get into the gratitude about it, the noticing with gladness, what happens then is we find the blessing. I'm really grateful this is happening because, and then you find the because. And when we find the because, then the suffering or the difficulty is overshadowed by this gratitude. And that's how we can get to the best, worst things that have ever happened to us. We can get through them. So if things are difficult, we can just say, maybe this is one of those best, worst things, and it's not going to be a best thing until I'm done with it. But for now, I can have gladness in that. There's a quote I want to share with you. A friend just dropped by a book the other day for me, a book of gratitude, a journal. And it has, blank pages to write gratitudes in. Who knew? And it also had some quotes at the end of the blank pages. So here we go. This one is from Alexandra L. And she says, I'm thankful for my struggle, because without it, I wouldn't have stumbled upon my strength. Isn't that true? We don't always recognize and appreciate our strengths until we need them. And we don't need them until we have a struggle. So hopefully we can be mindful of the things that are beautiful and blessed and wonderful in our lives, in our Thanksgiving celebrations. And hopefully we can also be grateful for the challenges and difficulties in our lives, because they're bringing to the surface our strengths. And there's some beautiful thing within all of that. And that brings us to that in everything. We can give thanks. We can. And we do, and we will. And when we have thanks for stuff even that we're struggling through, there's a beauty and a grace that comes with that. And that's what carries us through. We find our strength. We have the beauty of it. We see the beauty of how things connect up. And we have access to grace. And those things grant us hope and joy. So all of those qualities are ours, should we just focus on the gratitude. So now I want to walk us through a guided meditation, kind of, sort of, visionary experience. And I'm going to do the drum. I don't think it's going to be too loud. I'm going to try to speak over it and just let it be in the background here. And it may change pace with my tone of voice. It may not. I don't know. We'll see just how it flies. So if this is bothering you, let me know. But I want it to be a substance, a background, a strength, to strengthen your soul, to guide, to pace yourself, to walk with me. So now allow yourself just to be here in this moment. Listen. Hear the drumming. Let it speak to you. And now walk with me. Allow yourself to find your way to a pathway. And this pathway is going to lead you to a village. See the village in the distance. This is your soul tribe. This is where you're welcomed. This is where you're loved. This is where you're appreciated. Our earthly soul tribe may not treat us the same way. That's okay. This spiritual soul tribe honors you, blesses you, encourages you. So as you see this village in the distance, your heart is open. Your heart is joyful. Your heart is anticipating reaching that village. And notice the day. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Birds are singing. And you feel at peace. And you feel grateful. Grateful to be alive. Grateful to be here in this moment, at this time. And as you approach the village, people come out to greet you. And you're welcomed with gladness. Maybe these are people that you have seen in your past. Maybe they're ancestors. Maybe they're just spirit beings that are all here for you, to care for you, to honor you, to bless you. And just allow yourself to be welcomed, brought into the village. And there's a bonfire in the center of the village. And there are places to sit all around this bonfire. And you feel yourself relaxing and enjoying the joy that's here. The children are playing. The older folks are telling stories, as older folks tend to do. strong and vibrant. Maybe they're dancing. And you allow yourself just to observe and feel a part of this. Feel at home with your tribe, your spiritual soul tribe. And everyone is invited to sit, because it's time for the chief to speak some words. And the chief stands next to the fire, and he says encouraging words. And even if you don't understand them or you can't hear them because you're listening to me, you feel encouraged by them. You feel blessed. And you feel sacred. And then the chief looks at you, and you realize you have a question on your heart. Maybe there's a struggle that's going on with you. Maybe there's a bigger struggle that you're just wondering about. And the chief knows this, and he asks you to look into the fire. And you see the flames dancing, the wood burning, and all the people around are quiet. And the chief throws in some powder into the fire, and sparks fly, and the smoke gets strong, and the flames dance high. And as the flames are dancing high, you see them take form. They take form into a beautiful shape. The shape of some symbolic object that has significance for you, that answers your question, that grants you guidance. What do you see? And know that as you see it, you feel the truth of it. You feel safe. You feel strong. You feel blessed. Feel honored. And then this wise chief reaches over to the bonfire, and at the base there is a small item there, and he brings it out. It is a beautiful crystalline structure. And it is a shape that speaks directly to your soul. Maybe it's a heart. Maybe it's a cross. Maybe it's a star. Maybe it's a sphere. Whatever shape you are experiencing brings you great gladness, because you realize this has magnificent power for you. Power to guide, power to heal, power to awaken. And you receive that with deep, deep gratitude. And the gladness in your heart expands and swells even more. And as the flames settle down a little bit, you realize that there is much feasting, much dancing, much play to be done. And you are home. And you are loved. The person sitting next to you wraps you in a blanket. And you feel safe and blessed. And even though you would like to stay here forever, you know that it's time for us to return to our physical form. So know that you can find your way back here at any time. Just tell yourself you're finding your way to your soul tribe, and you will be brought back here, back to this time and space, to be able to experience it again. Now take with you the crystalline object that you were given. Take with you the blanket of comfort. And take with you the knowledge of the fire beast, the fire being, or the fire image that was gifted to you. And allow your heart to feel truly, truly blessed. Allow yourself now to stand up. Say your goodbyes to all these good people and know that they love you and walk with you. You say your goodbyes to the chief, and he puts his hand on your forehead and blesses you. And you feel his kindness, his wisdom being transferred to you so that you have much to give, much to offer to others. Allow yourself to find your way out of the village, back to the pathway, and from the pathway back into this time and space, back into your body fully aware of your present surroundings, your physical form, and welcome back. There was a lot to that. We did it pretty fast, as we normally do in these Wednesday Wisdoms. But I hope you had a beautiful journey. I know I did. If you have questions about what you received, I don't know how much time we have. We've got a few minutes, so if you'd like to type that in, send it to Mr. Phil. Mr. Phil will call me and let me know what your questions are. So hopefully you've had a chance to get back into your physical form. The two things that you might have a question about are about the image in the fire and the crystalline form. So whichever feels right to you. Now, normally in a guided meditation, I will give you an opportunity to leave a gift of gratitude, but I didn't. That's because I want you to carry this feeling with you, and I would like you to share that gratitude with another living being here when you get an opportunity, and you can do that. Lots of different ways to do that. The opportunity will present itself, whether it's speaking on the phone to a healthcare professional or making an appointment with someone or whatever. You can express your gratitude and kindness to those people. Anything coming up there, Mr. Phil?
No.
Wow, okay. Well, give you another second or two. I'm not sure of anything else I need to share with you. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to share with you while you're thinking about whether you wanted to type it in or not. I send out weekly emails. So if you would like to receive those weekly emails, that's all they're used for. Nobody gets that list but me. And that list is only used to send out the weekly emails, which has a link. Hello, hold on. Has a link to the previous week's message and Wednesday Wisdoms. And it also has a channeled message from the ancient ones. And those are quite profound. So if you would like to private message me your email, I'll make sure you get on that email list. Anyway, that's quite a blessing to have. It has lots of links to other things as well. So how can I be of assistance?
Well, Beth just said the image in the fire was a quartz crystal ball.
Oh, okay. All right. So new clarity is coming for you. Along with that clarity is clairvoyance, the ability to see beyond what is here. So how beautiful is that? Wonderful. Anything else?
Scott had a hook. Where'd it go?
What?
Hold a second, it just popped.
Okay.
A hook dancer, Phoenix raised out of the fire and was given a small amethyst orb.
Okay. Okay, so the Phoenix, this is rising out of the ashes, so new things happening, new awakenings, a rebirthing of yourself, dear. And the amethyst orb is about that divine connection, and the orb symbolizes that there's no rough edges on this. It's just sweet. It's just this beautiful divine connection that's going to uplift you. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Anything else?
Sandy said the fire was an ornate cross, and the gift was a clear crystal sphere.
Okay, so the ornate cross, this is about your faith. Your faith is going to really be the answer that you're looking for to whatever that situation was that was on your heart. Know that your faith is going to carry you through and going to support and guide you in that. And was it clear orb?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is some clairvoyant energy, some ability to see into the future, the ability to see beyond the here and now that's going to assist you and guide you with your faith. Okay, what else?
Good.
That's it? Alrighty, well, I sure appreciate you all tuning in. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Mr. Phil, do you want to join me? We'll do a very quick energy connection here. He's on his way in. You're welcome. Here he is, Mr. Phil. You know the drill. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Energy from higher source into your heart space, left hand, right hand, back to your heart space, connects that circuit. Some people like to remember being in the divine fellowship and reactivate the energy left hand up, right hand down. But when we're here, some of us like to just do hands apart and begin to feel that energy filling the space between your hands. And this energy is powerful. This energy is straight from divine source. And because it's straight from divine source, we're not going to diminish ourselves at all by utilizing this energy as a blessing to someone else. Heard that one of our members had a stroke, Patrick Gutner, and so he could use some comfort and prayers, encouragement. There may be somebody else in your circle of influence that could use comfort and care. So just be mindful of them, and they'll share in this energy with us. This energy is not limited to time and space. And you can be a deep blessing in that regard. And just hold them gently in your awareness for a moment. And now let's release them. Don't rub your hands together. Poor baby Phil. Bringing energy, fresh energy into your heart space. Left hand, right hand, back to the heart space. And allow that to amplify and build. And as it amplifies and builds, now you have this beautiful energy. For me, it looks like a sphere here. And you can take that energy and bring it into your own heart so that you can be fulfilled, you can be blessed, you can be amplified, and you can share with others. May your life be a prayer. God bless. We'll see you soon, Sundays.
Don't eat too much.
Or do.
Or do.
Whatever.
Just take
Whatever
it
you
easy.
choose. And may the source be with you.